Aside from the Apple $299 Magic Keyboard or the $179 Smart Folio keyboard, Apple's keyboards are still very limited, as they honestly don't offer any protection whatsoever, because as they fold up, they still don't offer any protection, to be honest. Your edges are still fully exposed. And then there's no additional useful ports. Yes, the Magic Keyboard does receive this USB port on this bottom, but there's no support for data transfer. So the only purpose that it offers is the ability to charge it this way. You will still be required to rely on a USB-C dongle of some type if you need additional ports on your iPad. But what if I tell you there's an awesome third-party accessory that resolves all this for a fraction of the cost? And that is this all-in-one keyboard accessory available for the iPad Pro. Chesona, I believe that's how you pronounce it. This is their iPad Pro case with keyboard, and it's a 5-in-1 Type-C USB hub. As you can see here, it gives us access to a full HDMI port. Then we have 2 additional USB-A ports on one on each side for data transfer. And then we also have access to a USB-C port, while still being able to give us a satisfying typing experience, just like the Magic Keyboard. The keyboard typing experience is a little bit more firm than the Magic Keyboard, but still is a very comfortable keyboard, especially if you're a speed typer. So I'm sure anybody will easily be able to adapt and really enjoy the typing experience that this keyboard can deliver. Now, it gives us all this and more for just around $100. I say $100 because I noticed on Amazon's store page for where you can buy this accessory, they sometimes include little clipboard coupons and stuff you can add to save some additional money. So it fluctuates around $100. So after a couple weeks after using this keyboard, I gotta admit, I'm really satisfied. Now, they did reach out and send us this keyboard, but this wasn't a sponsorship video or anything like that. I just decided to look at it, see if it's worthy, which it is, which is why I'm making this video for you guys. So for anybody looking for a nice all-in-one keyboard accessory that doesn't cost a fortune for your iPad Pro, as its specs are impressive. Now, it's all controlled with this on and off switch. If you like to preserve some battery, you can actually turn it off entirely right here, because this case does connect with the USB-C port found on the iPad Pro. But I have left it on, and it doesn't drain the battery that bad. In fact, when you close it and seal it, it actually does shut off the iPad Pro, so the screen does turn off. Now, similar to like the Microsoft tablets, you could actually disconnect it like so, as it's only held together, what seems like it's held together with magnets, and it uses pins to communicate with the keyboard, so you don't have to pair it with your Bluetooth or anything like that, compared to some other third-party all-in-one keyboard accessories for the iPad Pro. This one just utilizes its pins right here. Now, the HDMI port that this case does have does indeed support 4K. Specs, it's able to deliver 4K up to 30 Hz or 2K at 60 Hz, which is perfect for all type of presentation work use, as well as entertainment needs. Now, the USB-C port does support up to 60 watt of power delivery. So it is a pass-through port, which is excellent. You can charge the device this way without having to unplug this part. And it's able to do all that while keeping your iPad well protected, as the edges are nice and thick, and the material is that hard rubber texture, which means the iPad has nice shock protection. A audio aux port for your headphones. A headphone jack port is also available and integrated onto this keyboard. And if you notice, the backlights can be fully customizable, as it is an RGB light. You could adjust the brightness. Just the only con, I'm so used to my Magic Keyboard that I'm kind of disappointed there's no touchpad. But when you have it paired to a Bluetooth mouse, this basically resolves this, and you really do have a true, almost like laptop setup. And with the USB port on the sides, you can always plug in those little wireless mouse dongles this way as well, in case you don't have access to a Bluetooth mouse. So you have an option. Now, taking a closer look at the keyboards, you'll notice that you have access to all the important shortcuts for the iPad. You have everything from your home button right here, brightness, pause and play, audio, and so much more. And to close the iPad, it's just like your ordinary laptop. You simply just seal it like so. And to raise, it does require a two-hand operation, unfortunately, but yeah, it's not much of a big deal. And there's no internal batteries built into this, so you don't have to remember to recharge it whatsoever, as it strictly just gets all its power off this little port on the iPad Pro. And if you're concerned about battery drainage, it's not really anything that significant from my notice. My iPad still runs same general battery life that would typically get under a regular workload with an iPad. So maybe, yes, it does take out a percentage or two more in battery life drainage, but nothing significantly noticeable that makes me not want to use this with my iPad. They make this case for the 12.9 as well as the 11 like we have here, and these are the model numbers, so feel free to pause this video to make sure it does support your device. But mine is the 11-inch iPad Pro and it works perfectly fine. All in all, looking at it from an exterior point of view, it does have a unique design, but it's pretty durable, so I wouldn't mind taking this out to like rough areas like construction sites and stuff. So if you're a construction worker, this could definitely be your mobile laptop, but you got to make sure you keep things clean because the ports can still collect dust. But what I'm saying is it does have a rugged exterior look, and the texture on the side makes this thing easy to grip, so there's no fear of this accidentally slipping off your hand and falling onto the ground and damaging something. Although I do have one request, I kind of wish that the top part as well as the bottom part plastic material could have been built with some type of silicone-like texture to make it not only feel slightly more premium, but also to prevent it from easily getting scratches, because this is kind of like a hard plastic. So in the long term, I could definitely see this thing getting scratched up easily. But I do like the fact that there's like grip feet on the sides right here, as well as this bottom end. And when you disattach it, again, the iPad is really well protected, and it does unfortunately have like a shin right here. So whenever you're on tablet mode, I guess I'll call this, you are gonna have a shin right here. That's another con. But I do like the fact you can easily expose the main USB port right here if needed. And the cable that they're using, it's extremely thick, so I doubt this is gonna be easy to get damaged. But you can always tuck it in entirely if you don't want the cable to just be dangling out like so. So they really did thought of everything. Another minor complaint I have is, yes, it does have a placement holder for the Apple Pencil, but it can be sometimes of a challenge to get it out. But it does an excellent job to stay in place, so there's no complaint there. Just unfortunately, when you attach the Apple Pencil onto the keyboard, it doesn't charge, but you can't always just plug it in on top to charge it real quick. And once the Apple Pencil is fully charged, you can switch it and put it back in there, where it'll actually stay nice and secure, unlike the Magic Keyboard where the Apple Pencil always sticks on top and it's really easy for it to fall off. Not bad for an amazing alternative. Again, I do wish it did had a touchpad. That would have been awesome. But wireless mouse, as well as the ability to use your finger as the cursor, utilizing the touchscreen of the iPad, works perfectly fine as well. Anyway, folks, thanks so much for watching. If you're curious where you go ahead and find this product, again, I'll have it included in the video description down below. If you got some good, useful information out of this video, you know what to do. Really appreciate if you could actually leave this video a like, as those help me out a lot. And get subscribed, especially if you enjoy a lot of tech videos just like this. If you'd like to see more, check out this video over here as I go do a video side-by-side comparison of some amazing third-party Apple Pencil stylus that can substitute the Apple Pencil. So if you don't want to pay Apple's price for the Apple Pencil, go ahead and watch that video for an amazing substitute. And then that video over there, that is the video YouTube is recommending specifically for you. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.